Right. Right. Go, guys. Get all my markers in place. Wish there was a better way to show these. Guess that'll work. So, I'm going to do Akuma. What's up, Dustin? I bet, dude. I went to FedEx and then to Michael's to print out the pieces for my portfolio to show off. And then I went to Michael's to get a 9x12 portfolio, and I'm going to cut everything down to fit. And I drove past the gas station on what was it, Broadway and Wilmot, and it said gas was what, like $4.59, and there was like a relief that came over me at that price. Like that's pretty sad, right? Like when you're like, oh, it's only $3.59 or $4.59, like. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just friggin' crazy. We'll see if today's work yields any positive results, and if I'm able to find all the markers like I was last time. Like those things were popping out to me, and this time they're not. Yeah, right? Like it's just, but that's like, the crazy world we live in where like you're thankful that gas isn't, 487 and it being like 459 or whatever is like comforting. Like that's kind of screwed up. decided to do an Akuma. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, fucking never know, right? God dang. Oh, like, this color is so light that it's hard to tell if it's actually like showing up. So I know somebody else who's gonna have do a photo shoot or a photo op, and and an autograph with John Cena. Somebody that I've like crazily I've known about for years, but only recently met like a couple of months ago. Um, she does some incredible like decoupage type work where she'll take like any like hard shell shoe, like a hard high heel or whatnot, and she'll like decoupage like comic pages and stuff like that. She can do themes and stuff. She's done it for like charity auctions that I've been a part. Um, and her mom is a big John Cena fan from Peacemaker. So she got the photo op with him, and they're gonna get his autograph. And her mom is like in a wheelchair, so they're hoping that he seems to be like a pretty good dude when it comes to like people who are disabled and stuff. So maybe it'll be like a really, really positive experience, which would be great, right? That's what. I think I drew this Akuma like after I did the Ryu, but I didn't like him. So I was just like, just throw him off to the side. But now I'm like, you know what? Like, let's see what we can do with him. By adding color and like effects and stuff like that, right? I remember when I did the blade figure, or the blade doll from Puppet Master. When I drew him, like I didn't like the lines like at all for some reason. And then I decided to just be like, you know what, let's paint him and let's see what we can do with him. And I ended up really, really liking him. So I'm going to pick up the last of my printed goods for the show tomorrow. I've got a couple of stickers that are being finished today. The Tamale Dog, or Team Good Boy and Granny Tamale Company sticker, and the Godzilla piece. Smoky blue. I don't know if you told me, Dustin, who's your favorite Street Fighter character? I think mine is either Guile or Chun-Li. Blanca was a lot of fun to play with. I liked Guile because of that flip kick that he does. Not the sonic boom, but he did like I forget if it was like heavy kick, but he did when you were in close, he would do like an inverted kick, and then he would do the like leg sweep. I really love those for some reason. or the flash kick. The flash kick is the one with the lightning. The sonic boom is with his hands. But I've come to really like Chun-Li a lot. It may have something to do with liking thick women, but you know, we'll leave it at that. Right? There was whenever I went to the arcade with one of my friends back then, there was a rule with her when like it was a group of people that we all knew. Like it wasn't just like just a general rule, but I wasn't very good at like fighting games. So when I was playing, like the rule was it goes 3 rounds. Like let him have 1 round, but like don't just let him keep hitting you. Like he's got to learn how to, you know, use all the controls and everything. So we would do that a lot with like Killer Instinct. And like Orchid was my favorite with Killer Instinct. Swap them. If he comes back. See, like I was not happy with him at all, but like with the color, like it is like really coming out. Like I have the last 2 Street Fighter blanks taking to Phoenix, so we'll see what happens with those. But I could definitely always do a you know, like a 9x12 or even a sketch card kind of thing if both of those should sell for some reason. Nine 956. There we go. Saberwolf was cool. I mean, like Jago was like the like Ken and Ryu. Like he was the super balanced character. I liked what was it? Like I liked was it Cinder? Because even though Glacius was Iceman, like the model for Cinder kind of looked like Iceman. So I kind of dug that. Even though I wasn't very good at like kind of any video game, but like fighting games specifically, like I really enjoyed Darkstalkers. Just the artwork was amazing. And then Children of the Atom. X-Men Children of the Atom was great too. Damn it, I should have bought some gel pens while I was there. I can always go back. I mean, not today, but... Felicia was the cat girl, right? Hold on a second, I gotta refill this. I forget who I liked in Darkstalkers. I just really liked the design work was great. Okay, yeah. I had one of my first like repeat commission customers was a guy who got a cami with Felicia sketch card in like 2015, I think. And he had me draw like Cammy's butt and had Felicia scratching it. And then I was able to come up with like they made Darkstalkers blanks, and I found one, and it was damaged, but you know. But I remembered when he came to my table at Tucson, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I've got this." And he ended up getting a queen bee. There you go. Man, if I could find some more of those Darkstalkers blanks, that would be a lot of fun to have. Or more Street Fighter blanks. Those three are the only ones I've ever found, like in the wild. So, all right. So then we're going to color this guy. Trying to figure out. Trying to remember who he is. It's not Baragon. So give me a second so I can try to look up. There he is. What's his name? It is Baragon. Okay. All right. Well, he's kind of grayish. That's a little boring, though. Oh, he's a Gamma. That's right. He's a Gamera guy. Um, that's why I did him. There we go. He's grayish greenish. All right. So then grayish greenish. We're gonna give him like an orange share. What's up, Angel? I saw that you're gonna be at the comic book show at Harley's. That's cool. Saw some of the people that they added aren't really like comic related. Like some of them are kind of more like trading card and more like collectible-esque. Which I mean is, it's fine. But it's supposed to be, a comic book show. So we'll see. Did you get a 6-foot table or did you get like the big table? $6-foot. I thought about getting an 8-foot, but the 8-foot had like the display behind it. And it's like, what am I going to do with that? So save that for somebody who's got stuff to show off, right? Fortunately, this marker pack came with green grays. Jeez. G. So GG. Here. Cool. Exactly the 2 that I need. All right. I saw those like Mad and Cracked and everything that you got for your birthday. So like humor comics are your favorite, right? Wait. 10. Okay. Do you read any other types of comics? I mean, I know you've picked up some of my stuff, like the Bubba Patrol. That's got comedy in it. And Fuzzy Face definitely had comedy in it. Do you read like horror books or westerns or superhero stuff? What would you say is like your favorite what's your favorite comic or like magazine that you have in your collection? Come on, WG50. There you go. What about you, Dustin? What's your favorite book that's in your collection? Comics. Okay. I'd have to think for mine, but I might go with my I mean, I'd probably go with my Child's Play 2 #1 because it's signed by everybody. But okay, Tick I can get behind. Deadpool, not so much. Deadpool, you talk about overrated. Deadpool is that. Guy Gardner is pretty funny. I mean, he can be. That's not a bad pick. I was reading like Alex Robinson a few years back. He did some stuff for like, I believe it was Top Shelf. And there was he did a book called like Too Cool for School and Box Office Poison. They're more like slice of life books. I can dig those. Like Strangers in Paradise is a good story. I like a good slice of life story. They're not always easy to tell. And like some of my favorite anime are like slice of life with a twist. Um like um Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. It was kind of slice of life, but it was very, very different. Like, I could really appreciate it. Like, it was done really, really well. I think superheroes are good when they're done well. Um, All Star Superman is phenomenal. It's probably the Superman story ever written. I think Siegel and Schuster would be proud of that work, quite honestly. Daily Lives of High School Boys. Huh. I'll have to check and see if it's on Crunchyroll. If it is, I'll check it out. Just thinking about Phoenix and getting really like amped up for it. And like I could barely sit still all day at work. And I'm like anxious, but like excited, anxious, right? Like kind of like the night before Christmas when you're a kid, or the night before like leaving for vacation or something like that. Like, all right, so we need a Do we have a sky blue? I thought I had a sky blue. Pale blue. Horizon blue. Did I already pull that one? No. Get another friend who's going up to get Misha Collins, photo op with Misha Collins on Saturday. Oh, give me a second. There we go. I've had this card for a really long time. It's kind of sad that I never like finished it until now. But ugh. There you go. My favorite dinosaur is Triceratops. I was really sad when there was like that study or whatever that said that it wasn't a real dinosaur because somebody had discovered something that it was like an in-between state. And then I talked to somebody who was a paleontologist and they were like, oh no, that's been debunked or whatever. So, I mean, still be my favorite dinosaur either way. Where's my 30? That's 10. That's the one I just used. That's the 30. Okay. Peaceful. Working on some random sketch cards today for Phoenix Fan Fusion in a couple of days. And this Baragon is one that I've had just kind of sitting for a while. I don't even know like when I originally drew him, quite honestly. but he was in a little top loader, and I guess he was just waiting for this time. So and then finish this Akuma, which I didn't like at first, just because I don't know, I just didn't like him. But decided, hey, if I'm gonna be here doing some artwork and stuff, might as well, try to get these, finished, and see if putting some color and adding some more blacks and stuff is the key. And with these guys, at least, it was. I've been watching Chibi Doki's channel. Man, she's freaking crazy. I love it. It's just kind of like super nutty and just screaming and yelling and stuff like that. It's funny because, like, I don't normally like that kind of stuff anymore. Like, maybe like, 10, 15 years ago. But for some reason, it just kind of connects with me. So those two were already drawn, and now I've finished them. And now, so that's a Street Fighter. I have 3 Masters of the Universe. Just thinking, what should I do? Should I do another Motu? Should I do another Street Fighter? All right. Okay, so there's that. Okay. I'm gonna do He-Man. doing kind of a like combo. The combo of the movie and the TV show or the cartoon. Not that one. There we go. Try to make this a little bit accurate. He-Man. So it's like the pose he does, like where he grabs the sword with both hands, like after he's um, held it aloft and said, "I have the power." When he holds aloft his magic sword and says, because I've already done Skeletor, Trapjaw, and Beastman, so somebody posted like a meme saying like now you can understand why people didn't know that like Clark Kent was Superman because like He-Man, same bob haircut. um, and just like kind of like a spray tan added on kind of thing, which is super funny. But I mean, when you think about it, like the whole thing with Superman is that when he's Clark Kent, he carries himself completely differently, right? Like he carries himself like he's a farm boy in the big city. Like, you know, he's just this big old farm boy, and you would never suspect that he has, you know, all this power. Maybe I'll watch Masters of the Universe tomorrow. For my birthday, I like to watch um the scene from Into the Spider-Verse where Miles's dad is talking to him through the dorm room door after his uncle Aaron dies, and he suddenly gains all his ability and everything, and um to where he suits up and you get the "What's Up Danger" song and everything. It's just like super pumped up. And then I like watching bad movies too. I haven't seen anything, like I haven't seen the new movie yet. It doesn't open until this weekend, but I do want to see it. Um, I had He-Man figures when I was a kid. I think the trailers looked pretty sweet, but I'm gonna watch the first Masters of the Universe, the canon films Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren and Courtney Cox, with a beast man that looked like Gwildor or Grizzlor, and they swapped out friggin' Orko for Gwildor. Like, who the hell is that? Well, that's kind of the funny thing about like Superman now, right? Like he's got to think of um more covert ways to change, because there are no more phone booths. That was like the great thing, and I think it was the first movie when when he goes to try to change, and there's the half phone booth that he can't use, and then there's there's a person on another phone that won't get off the phone, and he's like so polite he won't like just yank them out of the phone booth. So he goes to the like the office building or the department store or whatever that has the revolving door, and spins through it, which I thought was like, a good compromise for him, right? I don't know if Orko is in this movie. I hope so. I kind of liked Orko's path in the Revelations um, cartoon. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like that show. I only saw season one, but I didn't think it was so bad. And um, what I one of the things that I disliked about it is also one of the things I really liked about it. Like, I hate when like regular mainstream on camera actors are cast. Like, it really bothers me. You should be casting, like really good voice actors for these parts, and instead you're casting Sarah Michelle Gellar and Lena Headey. I love Lena Headey. Like, I think she's an amazing actress. Like, she was awesome in Dread, and she was pretty great as Sarah Connor in the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Like, quite honestly, like, all right. You never see his clothes, though. They've never addressed that. I never watched the TV show Buffy. Um, so I on that's not really a fair comparison for me to make. I've only seen the movie. I did like the movie though. I thought the movie was great. Um, Ben Affleck is in it. It's shocking that I've never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, I guess I am shocked that I've never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm not like a Joss Whedon guy either. Like so so this might be the last one that I do tonight anyways. So I got to figure out cuz I'm going to have like darkness with lightning behind him. But that was I mean, I probably saw something here or there, but I was never like paying attention to it. Like I've seen more episodes of Charmed than I've seen of Buffy, and I've seen a handful of episodes of Charmed. Maybe we'll do like an orange pastiche. No, apricot. There we go. So I found out that um, Firuza Bach was at Monster Palooza recently, this past weekend. Um, as was Lori Petty, which is friggin' awesome. Um, I like Lori Petty as well. And I saw somebody I know who posted a picture. They got a selfie with Feruza, and um, I don't blame her at all, but she was like masked up. So like you couldn't see her face at all in the photo, which is again, I definitely don't blame her, because you never know like if somebody has like immune deficiency, or if they're caring for people, they've got to, protect themselves and things like that. Um, but I've had such a huge crush on her for years that if I had been there and that had been like the selfie experience, like I would have been kind of disappointed. Um, so it's it's good that I wasn't then, because I mean in the end I wouldn't have been mad at her at all, but I probably would have been a little frustrated internally. But I mean, it wasn't like photo op, it was selfies. Um, so I mean, it's not nearly the same thing. I know, like in 2021 and 2022 at like Mad Monster and um, um, what's her name? Elvira was doing photo ops, and um, so there was like a photo backdrop where you took your photo, and she there was like a partition, like a clear plastic sheet, you know, and there were people who saw the picture results, and they weren't even like there, so it's not like they were getting photos, or but they were just like pissed. And it's like, well, dude, she's in her 70s now, like she doesn't owe you physical contact with a photo, like um I know it's not ideal with what you would want, but if you know that, then you could just be like, okay, well, I'm not going to get a photo, and it's fine. It's like the guy who was complaining about what Brad Dourif was charging for his autographs at Mad Monster last year. And I'm like, um, he's allowed to charge whatever he wants, just because you either, um, well, ultimately, you're not willing to pay for it. So, like, either you can't and you're not going to, or, you're just like, well, that's BS. I'm not going to pay that. One way or another, you're not paying for it. So it was kind of a moot point with that guy. And he was like taking, photos from from the line, like 20, 30 feet away and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's like, if that's what you want, like, that's what you want. But like, you shouldn't fault somebody for, making what they're worth. I mean, I happily got multiple autographs from him because, like, what are the odds I'm going to have another opportunity, right? I like to listen Milano in Who's the Boss, right? But god dang, this, like, the ink on this brush, this new pigment just pulling like mad. Like, it did not set very well. I didn't drop all my markers this time. All right. So then that's 686. All right. Just get that and that and that and that. Let's see. We gotta get a good steel, good nice metal color. 990. Oh, yeah. And then I lost it. There we go. BG 42. Where the heck is BG? There's BG 80, BG 50. What does that look like? We can do BG 50. All right. I'll do that as the second. Night, Dustin. Sleep good, buddy. I got maybe 10 minutes left. Almost done, buddy. $381. No. This is crazy. 384. So that's 384, 383. Here we go. All right, so then we just got to find Hold on, buddy. I'm gonna go let the dog out. Yeah, I just got to do yep, got to let the Bubba out. Jeez. I think I'm just getting tired right now. Come on, there we go. $3.99. Okay. Ugh. Two more things. Is that the one? Oh, it is. Okay. Almost done. There we go. Sign the back of this bad boy. There we go. All right, guys. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you if you tuned in. Fabulous secret powers. As he held aloft his magic sword and said, "Good night."